What the fuck? Why? We are not live. We are not live. I mean, we are live, but not. We are live on Twitch, but not on YouTube. Okay, now we are. I hope it's better. Maybe now. Let me see if he's still doing the circle or is not doing the circle. Ah, my face is kind of fucked up. Yeah, still doing the circle. GG. I don't know. Sometimes it's just not working as expected. Hi, YouTube is again giving the buffering issue. I see a white circle loading from time to time, and the stream is delayed. It works well on Twitch. I try to stop and restart YouTube, but the result is the same. Okay, anyway, for now I cannot do anything. So I just messaged. So watch on Twitch. Watch on Twitch, and we go on Twitch. Okay. We go on Twitch. Yeah, it's a pity. Sometimes it happens. I don't know. So I think we have our mouse enter, our mouse leave, right? And now the question is, which kind of so I basically have to create something like this, and then I transform this into our compendium image, right? What? Yes. Into our compendium image. So probably should not be a canvas then. I think it should probably be a grid or a sideboard, or because a canvas is leaving it open. Yes, it's not taking the wall space. Can I do it like this? So having only the image. Yeah, if I have only the image, I think it works. Now, the problem will be that I need so we said 960, 540, yeah? So the problem will be mistakes were made. Yes, you see, enter, leave, enter, leave, enter, leave. Enter, leave, enter, leave, enter, leave. So, or we do a small animation, right? I'm thinking if we could have a small animation with a background. The problem is, should I do it? Because the animation, I mean, or we have like the image grayed out. It could be nice. I mean, I have the image like in grayscale. And then immediate. Okay, so yes, the enter exit now. Now, what can we do? That's the question. What can we do? For example, would be nice. What happens if I change the color? Holy moly. Changing the color is nice, but I think would be even better if I could... is there a way I can desaturate? Is there a way I can desaturate? No, eh? Because if I say 000, it becomes black. It becomes black, so I cannot really make it grayscale. I cannot make it grayscale because I think grayscale would be nice. Let me think about it, huh? If we go Unreal Engine, make image grayscale. I think I need to resave it grayscale. I don't think it's probably possible. I want to desaturate the image. But I think I have to do it just by resaving the image or by creating a material. Desaturation. Actually, the saturation exists, but I have to make it a material then. Not just an image. Yeah, because the saturation exists. If I make it a material... If I make it a material... it must be a UI material, huh? Must be a UI material. Let me just think about it 1 second, huh? Just like that, huh? At least it becomes gray like this. Becomes gray. It becomes gray. Wait. I need because here now I have this image, but this image is not. So this thing should have a status somehow, right? Should have a status. Wow, we are hitting the Dota soundtrack so much today. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, so we have the grayscale through this material. Now the point is, when I enter, do I want to have this material with a parameter, and the parameter, because I think if I say 1, right, it will not desaturate anything, correct? No, it's desaturating anyway. It converts the color of its input to shades of gray based on a percentage. What? Ah, okay, so zero is full color. Okay, nice. 0 is full color. So, or we do it this way, and we have like two materials. The problem is that I would like to have a kind of a transition, right? It would be nice to have a transition. So, can I have... can I have an animation? Can I have an animation on this image that is doing what? Because color is not doing what I want. Color is not doing what I want. I need a desaturation. So, or I do it with an event. I could trigger an event, right? But this event... this event is a sequencer event. Ah, we are back here. It's a sequencer event, and I have my image, right? And I will have like to interpolate. But how do I do it based on a material? Because this one needs to become a parameter, right? This one needs to become a parameter, and this parameter is passed to this material. But so I can do set scalar value, whatever. I can do that. I think I did it in the past. I think you create a dynamic material, and then you set scalar value in the material. What was it? Create dynamic material instance. And then we take scene mat, and then we set scalar parameter value, and then we set the value, let's say 0.5, we should be visible, and this parameter is named desaturation. That is called desaturation. The only problem is how do I trigger that? Well, in theory I don't need an animation. I think well, I'm not setting it on anyone though, because this is not setting it. Set material. Yeah, sorry, I'm not setting. Set material. So in theory this is doing the thing, but it's doing it statically for now, It's doing it only once. Now the question will be... can I call... because this is happening on my image. Sorry, but why is happening on my image? Yeah, but it's okay, because here I'm inside the single object, no? I'm inside this object, so I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm doing it. So it is image 46 event 0. But Image 46 event 0, does it exist? I mean, can I do it? Can I do it on Ente? Mysteries. Ah, yes, I can do it on Enter. So probably it's easier to do it this way than to have an animation. Well, the advantage of the animation was that so should I start a timer? Should I start a timer that is like scaling this, or should I do an interpolation? I think I need a timeline, huh? I think I need a timeline. With this parameter getting passed, huh? Yeah, I think that's what I need. I think that's what I, sorry, actually the image, you know, it's not really needed that I pass it as a parameter, right? So it's just so this will be a float. So is YouTube any better now, or is still broken? I think it's better, eh? I think now YouTube is better. I think now YouTube is probably better. Stream died on YouTube. Yeah, I stopped it and restarted it, right? But now seems to be better. At least the timing. But now seems to be better. You see, what I said is there immediately. So looks like we are good now. Even if we had to start like 3 times, but yeah, I will have to redo all the names and because the name is wrong now. Okay, I fixed it. Why? Ah, no, I didn't. Yeah, there are. Oh my god. Life is so hard, boys. Life is so hard sometimes. Life is so hard. I need this title. This title needs to be put there. Okay, now. Then I need to redo the settings. Boys. Okay. Okay, I did it. No, I'm joking about life is so hard. It's obviously a joke, but okay. So I was saying that we I don't know why this thing is called image 26, but anyway, let's call it 46. So this desaturate is capable of doing what we need. Now the issue is that we want, I think we want a timeline, right? What? I don't remember how to add a timeline anymore. I don't remember how to add a timeline anymore. Aha! How do I add a timeline here? I don't remember anymore. No, impossible. Is it a variable? Is it a variable timeline? No, I don't think it's a variable timeline. Timeline component. No. No. It's called timeline, right? Am I messing up with the name? It's called timeline, no? Timelines, yes. Yeah. Exactly. Timeline. Why I cannot add a new timeline here? Add timeline. It's impossible, huh? Fuck. There was probably another way to do it that I forgot now. I told you you can just right click and add, but it seems you cannot. Yeah, add timeline, exactly. This is what I'm doing. Why is not working? Because I'm inside add timeline. Add timeline. It's not working. Why? 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 Why is not working? Look, add timeline. Add timeline. Add timeline. Why is not working for me? Let me try to do it in another place. Add timeline. Here it works. It's not possible on the UI. Because that's a UI widget. It's not possible. It's not possible on the UI, yeah? It's not possible on the UI. Why is not possible on the UI? It's not possible. It's not possible. I think because they use animation. Hello, Arite. Yeah, the timeline is only for actor components. Okay, so basically, but I think we can do it. I think we can do it with. I think we can do it with animation then. The only thing I need to do, I need to be able to pass a parameter to that function. and I need that parameter to be changed over time, right? With an animation. So I don't think it's that complex. I think it's for sure is possible. Now, did we do that already or not? I don't know. But basically I need here in the animation to pass. I mean, I need to expose that parameter. No, I mean, I need to call a function with... I mean, it can also be this one. It's not a problem, but... My issue is that I need to pass a parameter to this. I need to pass a parameter based on time. That I have no idea how to do it, but I think it's possible. I think it's definitely possible. I think it's definitely possible. Use a parameter collection track in Unreal to animate material in sequence. Right? This guy is doing something similar to what we have. So as a material, and he has a parameter. Now, but this is in sequencer though. Yeah, it's in sequencer. You see that you have you have the plus parameter here. But it is in sequencer, it's not in the animation, it's not in UMG animation. Let me see. Event, trigger, repeater. What is the difference of repeater? Repeater. Section, repeater. Maybe with repeater we can call it over and over and over and over. Materials, brush material. Material, brush material. He saw it. He saw it. He saw it. I don't know how. But he actually saw it. Okay. 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 That's very good. That's very good. That's very good. I don't know how, but he saw my brush material. I don't know where it's taking this though. Materials, brush material. Huh, he knows. He knows. Somehow he knows that I need it. Pretty smart. Pretty smart engine. So now the problem is that I just need to play this animation, right? I just need to play this animation. When do I play it? I play it on the mouse enter, right? Please on the mouse enter. So animation, new animation, get play animation. Uh-oh. What? One day I will know why this happens. But until that day, we will not know. I don't know why sometimes my editor goes nuts. My editor went nuts! Hello, Fergus. Is this a need to have a time set for the event which starts when it does and ends to a countdown limit for the event? It's doing it automatically. You have a length of the animation, and the length of the animation is basically your event start and end, and play animation, right? Play animation, new animation, start time, loop 1, play forward. Ah, you can also play forward and backward. Ah, this is very nice. This is very, very nice. Look at this, huh? Fuck, didn't work. Ah, yes, it worked. It's just very slow. But it worked. It's just super slow, but it works. Nice! I like it. I think it's nice, no? I don't know. It's just lasting so freaking much. Like 4 seconds make absolutely no sense. I think it should be like 1 second maybe. Can I move this? No. Should be probably even less than 1 second, but can I shorten my animation or? Look, huh? Whoop! 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 Beautiful, huh? Beautiful, look at this. You like it, huh? I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. Okay, so now the only question is, I think everything should start desaturated, no? I think everything should start desaturated, and because the problem is that when the Windows pops up, if I have my mouse already in, I don't know if it's triggering. How do I have everything start desaturated? Well, I make the material desaturated as a default, right? I guess. What? Alien scene animated, please. Alien scene animated. GG. What the? What? Why sometimes our editor is going completely crazy? I mean, this material is here, right? If I click on bring me to the material, it's not going there. It's so weird. It's going under engine content. What the hell is going on in this life? Ah, because he changed it. Animated 0. He did something. He did something. He did something to our material, actually. He did something to our material. If I go back to this, probably will not work. Really? No, it does. It does. It does. So why change that? He changed it again. He changed it again. He's changing this value automatically somehow. Magically. He's changing it magically without asking me permission. Why? Why it is doing this? Okay, anyway, apart from the fact that it's a bit strange, but yeah, the default value should be 1, right? So everything is desaturated at the beginning, and then when I enter or exit, I want to do the opposite, right? So I want to saturate when I go in and desaturate again when I go out, right? Is this the idea? Yeah, my only question is, if I already have my mouse in that position, right? Let's say that my mouse is already here, and I press T. It works anyway. Nice, I like the effect. I think it's a very nice effect. It is exactly what I wanted. I think it's okay. We can use it like this. Now, it's very good on this one because this one has all this very warm color, right? On other pictures like this one, it may look less interesting, right? It may definitely look like less interesting. Now, the question is, how do I expose... Should I do a set material? Or should I... I mean, what I mean is, how do I change the image from here? How do I change the image from... So I need this image to be a parameter in the pre-construct. I think so. This image main. Why I don't see this image main? Because this image main is a visible variable from the outside, right? It's a visible variable from the outside, but I don't see it here, huh? But there was a way to expose, right? We do it in our widget all the time. Like the Atlas thingy, right? Like every button that we have in the game has that exposed. So how did we do that? One second, I want to see. So for example, the exchange window, right? The exchange window. Exactly. Exactly, you see plane shift, atlas position, atlas material, right? So this stuff is exposed from WD button, right? Instance editable maybe. Yeah, I think it should be that instance editable, I guess. But I don't have it here. I don't have instance editable. I don't have instance editable. Why not? Because an image is not instance editable? Strange. Yeah, an image is not instance editable. Like a boolean I can do it. So if I do this, I do a boolean test, I save it. I go back to my guy here, and you see now test is exposed, you see? But an image seems not to be instance editable. Okay. You can expose it to cinematic, but you cannot really expose it to... Okay, fine. Okay, it's not a big issue. I think what we can do, we can have a small setup, you know, and that setup will set the image properly, right? I don't know if I want to do it in the pre-construct, but probably, well, in theory we could expose an integer, you know, which is like 0, 1, 2, 3, you know, so is image number or something, and then based on the image number we switch, right? I think we can also do it like this. I mean, it's a bit rough, but I think it's probably okay. Right? We can have a 0 to 4 and then we just set brush from whatever. Now the only thing I have to be careful though is that I'm setting the brush, right? I'm setting the brush from the material. Yes. So I will need anyway to have one of these materials for each image, right? Yes, that's for sure. That's for sure. So I need one of those for each of the image that I need to, right? Yeah, that I will have to create, I guess. So I will have one, I need one material with the, or I can also change it dynamically, but I think it's not a problem. These images will be fixed all the time, so the point is that, like, if I say 0, I use you know, Ilian scene 1. If I say 1, I use Ilian scene 5. Things like that. I think this way is kind of reasonable, and then I change only the parameter. Why? This guy completely crazy. He was still having the boolean in mind. Okay, he was still having the boolean. So basically now if I duplicate this, right, and I put it here, and I say that now here my image is 1, you see this is now changing. Ah, very nice, very nice, very nice, very, very nice. Nice, nice. Do we want it faster? Do we want it faster or not? I think we want it faster, eh? We want it like 0.5 seconds. At the moment it's 1 second. It's very smooth actually, so I kind of like it. The only problem is when you enter and exit quickly. It's like flashing, I don't know why. When you enter and exit quickly. Probably because it's not restoring the current... because when you play the animation, you can have a start time that is the current or... I think I did this already in the past. Basically, the start time should be where the animation is at the moment. If I say restore state, let me try restore state 1 second and see what it does, but I don't think... No, restore state is worst. Because it's jumping into the... No, restore state is worst. But if I enter and exit before that sequence is finished, I don't know exactly what is happening, but... Yeah, because it's restarting from... Exactly, that's the problem. Because it's restarting from the beginning. Is restarting from the beginning. Was there a way to say that it restarts? No, I think the only way is to save the status, but because I can save this animation. I think there is a get current time. Yeah, get animation current time, you see. So if we always restart from the animation current time, I think it may be better. Let me see. Yes. No. The problem, I think, is the reverse. I think it's acceptable anyway. I think the problem is that if you are playing... so my mouse enters, right? I start to play the animation, then my mouse exits and is starting to play this other animation, but it's not... No, but in theory it should do it with this, because when I re-enter... It should do it. Why is not doing it? I don't understand. It seems that sometimes is... I think it's the reverse that is fucking me up. 1 second. Let me do one thing. Let me create two animations. One is animation saturate, and another one is the animation desaturate, okay? So we don't have to play it in reverse, and I think that will help. So the saturate starts with 0 and goes to 1. Yes, exactly. And then desaturate start with 1 and goes to 0. Okay. I think it's the opposite. Fuck. Yeah, it's exactly the opposite. Shit. What? 0 to 1? What? 1 to 0. How is it what? What? No, it's correct. Yeah, they are inverted. They are inverted. Okay, they are inverted. But apart from the fact that they are inverted, now I change the name. I can do saturate. Because now I think that the time will be better because he's not fucking up with the this get animation current time. I think will be better now. I think. Oh my god, it's completely fucked up. It's completely fucked up. What? What? Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Okay, desaturate. Okay, desaturate should start. Why? Is there something broken here? Desaturate, it seems is desaturating, so it seems correct, right? It goes from here to there, right? Now, saturate, it goes from here to there, right? So I don't understand what is the problem, really. So when I enter, I want to saturate. So I start from 0. Because I have reverse. Sorry, now I have to play them both forward and not reverse. There was one that was reverse. Okay. It works slightly better. I don't know why it's not keeping my... Yeah, but it's okay, it's okay. I mean, it's not perfect, man. It's not perfect, but I think it's fine. Do you want it a bit faster, or how do you want it, guys? You are gonna use this game, not me. I'm not gonna play the game, you know? I'm just developing it. How do you want it? So I think we can do this trick of. I think this trick is also a good trick. I think it's good enough. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of this trick. I mean, I understand it's a trick, but I think it works well, so I don't really care. I don't really care. Now we will need one image. Yeah, we will need one material per, but it's okay. Okay. This is just an example, eh? I mean, this is not how it will be, but it's just an example. What the hell? Ah, Talad 1. It's called Talad 1. It's called Talad 1. Pararara, parararam. Okay. Go. Pa pa param. Look at this beautiful trick. Look at this beautiful trick. Ah, you like it, huh? It maybe it is fast enough. Faster is going to make it flash. Just the time it takes to. I'm thinking half a second. Now, do we also want to have a border? I don't know. I think if we add the border to the image, probably is good enough. So. Because it will become from gray to golden if the border is golden, so I think this technique is enough. I mean, it's not the greatest technique of all, but I think it's doing what we need. I think it's doing pretty much what we need. I can try to do it half a second instead of 1 second and see how it looks. Pararara, parararam. So that is half a second. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The one at the bottom remained. Uh-oh. There is something fucking up. Why? Why now it doesn't work anymore? Why? Because half a second is a problem? Why? What do you mean? Why now it doesn't work anymore? Probably you can fuck it up, huh? It seems that with alpha... It seems that with half a second, you can fuck it up if you move your mouse very crazy around. Like, for example, now, he probably didn't pick up the leave. And you see that the one on the top left remained on. Because I moved my mouse very quickly. If I move my mouse like this, left and right, left and right, left and right, I think I can fuck it up. Yeah, like now I'm here, but the one on the left is selected. So if you move your mouse super quick, you can confuse him. That's kind of annoying though. Like, for example, this one, it looks like I didn't leave from it. But I think it's good enough, boys. What do you think? I think it's good enough, even if you can fuck it up sometimes, but I think it's good enough. I think it's good enough. Okay, so if we want to use this technique in our game for the compendium, what I need to do? I need to extract this image compendium, right? Because this is our new thingy. It is our new thingy. And I will also need a mouse button down though. Probably with a dispatcher or something, because we need to send the mouse button down to the window, right? Yes, I think I have to. Okay, it's fine. So let's export this one. At the moment it's under UI. Let's export this and let's put it into PS Unreal content, content UI. No. I have to point to content. No. Wait. Migrate, not export. Migrate. We will only copy that. We don't care about all of this. No, we need at least one material though, huh? We need at least one material, because that material will become an example. Yes. Hopefully this material is not the same name. Okay, I think it's fine. PS Unreal content. Okay. So in theory now we have it. I don't know why sometimes we get these crashes of the engine. I don't know. So now in theory we have it under UI. Yes, this compendium image, exactly. So this compendium image, I think we have to put it, so this has to become a widget. So it needs to become a WD compendium image. And it needs to go in widgets. Then the image, which was under main menu, home world, CRAN. Okay, that is our, okay, perfect. So this one we will call it, compendium. I think we can. Also the main story, also the title will be nice. That is saturated and desaturated. But I don't think I can saturate and desaturate the wall thingy. Because we have the title here, you see? We have the title. But that's fine. It's fine. So we so what I want to do, I want to, so yeah, this one should be named like creatures, rare, location, main, or just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. It's also one way. Yeah. Maybe I just call it Compendium Home 1. You know. Compendium Home 1. There is a material. I would like to keep it. I would like to keep it if possible inside. Yeah, I think here. Exactly. Exactly there. Okay. Okay, so now Compendium Home 1. Compendium Home 1. We'll have to take Compendium 1, that is this image. Okay, perfect. The problem will be the sides, but the sides, I think we sides it. Yeah, no, it's okay. The size is fine. So that is Compendium Home 1, right? And then we duplicate and we create a Compendium Home 2 and so on for each of the pieces. And GG my editor. I don't know why this is happening, boys. By the way, if I move it to the other window, I can actually see the pop-up. I don't see the pop-up only when I am on top of this rendering window, right? Probably if I go down here. No, if I am on this screen, if I am on the other screen, I can actually see the pop-up properly. So it's something that is happening in the main screen. And I have no idea what is it. Okay, let me set them all because I will do it in the other screen, boys. So I don't want to restart the... So Compendium 2, save. Then we will have... but now I cannot duplicate anymore. Well, I can do Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V. Compendium 3. So this will be Compendium 3. And save. And then we have a Compendium 4, a Compendium 5. Okay. So Compendium 4... Compendium 4 is this picture here. And Compendium 5 is Compendium 5 is this picture here. Okay. I think I have to restart the editor anyway because it will not be possible to edit the window, but let's see. So now what I need to do, I need to basically substitute these images, right, with our new widget thingy. So instead of having and then I also need wait, and then I also need in our widget compendium I have to change this, because now we go from 3 to 4, from 0 to 4, right? Because we have more images. So this will be duplicated. And this will be, yeah, you see I cannot do it here. If I move it I can? No. For a second it appears and then it goes away. So I need to change them all, and they will be compendium 1, compendium 2, compendium 3, compendium 4, compendium 5, compendium 4, compendium 5. Okay. So I did the change. They are now okay. So now in this window, yeah, we need to substitute these objects, right? And so I need to get my compendium image. It probably be best if I call it compendium home image, but anyway. Right, and now the important point is that on image creature mouse button down, where is this thing sitting? This thing is sitting on yeah, it's sitting here. No, because I have it on text and I have it on, okay. I don't know if I really agree, but fine. So now we just need this thing to be sized the proper way. Why? I mean, I think this one I can delete. I don't think it's deleting the function. Hopefully it's not. Yeah, you see that the function is still here. Why is doing this though? Why is doing this? Why is doing this? I don't understand why the image is not working as expected, right? I understand it's inside a grid panel. I think we can test it. We can test it here. It's a bit quicker. So basically, these 4 images in the other side are inside a grid panel, right? These 4 are inside a grid panel. And yes, we have this problem. Okay, so they are basically taking the wall space. They are basically taking the wall space instead of allowing me to set the space that I want. I mean, I can size the grid panel as I wish, but it's not. The problem I think is that I need a grid panel, right? Because yeah, because things needs to be. Yeah, I think I need a grid panel. So how do I make this stick into my grid? Yeah, the only solution is if this image has the size that I want. If this image has the size that I want. Yeah, but I cannot set it. I cannot set it. The only thing I can set is the image number. That's the only thing I can do. Or I expose the X and Y, and then I change the X and Y on the pre-construct. Probably yes. Probably. Can I change image main? No, this thing is not working. Image main, can I change it to have I don't know if there is a set size actually. There is set brush size, yes, there is. There is a set brush size. What happened? Uh-oh. Wait a second, I'm doing something wrong. There is... GG. There is the end. There is the end. Is it because I have two editor open that is messing up, or what is the... What's the deal on this thing? I mean, I don't get it. Maybe two editors open is messing up? I don't know. The Kran and the Lemur are both on their home planet. They did not travel anywhere to get there. They were created there. Yes. Correct. Why you mention it now? So the idea here is if I expose the X and Y, right? And I split this and I set this. Yeah, it's a bit messy, but I don't know how to do it. Okay, maybe like that. I don't know. And I set the brush size, and now these two are exposed, right? So I can see them from my compendium menu, which became empty because it works, right? Because this one should be 960, we said, and 5 40, right? Okay. And now I just need to say that this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, this goes here, right? Okay, now it works also in the grid panel. Okay, good. So we need to set the sides based on. Okay, it's okay. I think there is a good solution. I think there is a good solution. So we are going to expose. I'm going to do the same in our real project. Okay. Going to do the same in our real project, assuming that Unreal let me do it. So what did we do? We exposed the sides X and sides Y, and then we said image main set brush sides, and then we connected all of this. Maybe let me do this so it's a bit cleaner. It's a bit cleaner because it means that we can do that, you know. And then we take sides X and we take sides Y and yeah. And now here we are in the pre-construct, so we will see it already, right? So now the problem is oh wow, it worked already? What the fuck? How is it possible? It's impossible. Ah, no, because I substituted only one, that now is 0. Yeah. That's why. So I need to decide the sides of this. This will become image creatures. And the sides I have no idea. But here it seems to be 590 roughly, or 580. And vertically, I don't know. I don't know, 350, 360. I don't know. I have to check the size of this image. Basically, it is what I have to do. Well, I have to check the sides that we have set previously, because I think I did a bit of a trick to do that. Ay. I think it's like this. It's like 420. Let's go 420. I think it would be nice if this is also, you know, saturated and desaturated based on if he's selected or not. You know what is the issue though? The issue of doing it like this is that you will never see it with full colors. Meh. So are we making it worse instead of making it better. I think I like the idea, but I don't know if I like that by default everything is dark. Everything is gray. I don't know, I have to see how it looks. Maybe I don't like it at the end. But at least we can apply an effect. We can decide, for example, to oversaturate, right? So we could saturate over just a second, I think they're messaging me. I can see you're currently... Is anything else? Is YouTube now okay or not? Is YouTube now okay? Yes, it is. When I hear my voice, can we oversaturate or not? Can we oversaturate? So if I go can I go saturation 2? Is it even a thing? Ah no, because here is desaturation. Here is desaturation. Okay, but anyway, we can apply any effect that we want, right? At the moment we are using this technique, but in theory we can use other techniques, right? We can use, yeah, we can use other effects. I think that at the moment I'm fine with the effect that we generated, but we can use other effects. The whole purpose of this test was to see if we could generate an effect based on the mouse position to highlight one of the boxes, and actually we succeeded, right? So that's exactly what it is, exactly what happened. I think it's good. I think it's good. Row 1, row 2. So this will become row 2. Okay, and I think the sides is probably the same, exactly the same sides, or no, seems to be smaller. Seems to be smaller. Me? No. No. It's funny, the Restream guy is asking me if I managed to identify the cause of the issue. I mean, How can I identify the cause of the issue myself? I don't understand. Is this thing working or not? What? It's not working anymore. Why is not making any difference? Whatever I set horizontally. Is only the vertical seems to matter. Interesting. Okay, I don't care. As long as it works, I'm fine. Okay, plants and minerals, rare and special items. So this one I can delete, and this one I can call items. Now, what we need to do though, we still need to connect the click, because the click is not connected. The click is not connected, so we need the click is not connected. No, it's not connected at all. Well, we can do it directly. I think we can do it directly inside of this. Now that I think about it, you know, I think we can do it directly inside of this. We can have the mouse button down. We can take what is the current image number and switch on it. And I mean, it's not very parametric, I understand, but I think I don't care. So, I don't know, this restream guy is just speaking with me, but he's not helping me in any way. I mean, why he asks me if I found out the cause of the problem? How can I find out the cause of the problem myself? Okay, so I think we can reuse. I think we can reuse the same code that we have here, right? This yes, on image, background creature, blah blah blah, right? So depending on the image, the only thing that we do this. The problem is that here we are inside. Ah no, we have to do dispatcher anyway. Yeah, we have to do dispatcher anyway. Because otherwise we have to do... yeah, we have to do dispatcher anyway. Okay, let's do a dispatcher. No, I thought I could do it without dispatcher, but we cannot. We cannot. Image clicked dispatcher. We cannot. We cannot. We cannot. So we call. So we call the dispatcher. The thing that we want the image number as an input, right? So we need one input value that is the image number, and that image number is an integer, and so we will pass this to, right, to the dispatcher. Okay. 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 So now we just need to register from our win compendium. We just need to register the dispatcher at the beginning. So we can do it. I think we can do it in the construct. Yeah, why we are opening the creatures page when we construct the window? It's a bit weird, huh? I mean, we should show the home page, no? I don't understand why I have this. Show ID, what? Kind of a mystery. Kind of a mystery. I think these two pieces are not needed, actually. I think those two pieces are not needed. Okay, so we need, after this, we need to bind, right? We need to bind all our thingies. So we need to bind image creatures, we need to bind image items, we need to bind, right, these ones. Exactly. And then we will have to do the same with the other two. And now this event will call no, I think we need a new event, right? We need a new, oh my god, again my thing. Okay, we had a custom event. We had a custom event, and this custom event we will call it this event we would call it we will call it compendium image clicked. Okay, and now here, yes, we can do the switch if we want. Here we can do the switch, or we can do it let me think about it, Do I want to call... I think I want, yeah. I think I want to call probably one of these functions, or a generic function that we create that is image compendium image clicked, compendium image clicked, or something like that. And here we have our parameter as well. So we put everything in one place. And we don't go crazy in... I have to move to the other window to select, believe it or not. Or I restart my editor. One of the two. One of the two. Because I cannot right click. I cannot right click. Okay. So this one we'll call image clicked. Perfect. Okay. And now this we can actually switch. We have 5. We have 5, and yeah, that's very simple based on the 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever. So I saw that this is actually 1, and this is actually 0. So actually location and people is 0. Location and people is actually 0. It is row 0, column 0. I don't think so. Because inside another grid panel. Because I did 2 grids. Okay, fine. Fine. So this will be image locations. This will be major locations. That I understand is that. And the sides is a bit too much. I don't know why, but the horizontal sides is doing a bit what he wants, huh? You see, the horizontal sides is doing a bit what he wants. I don't know why he's not respecting the size that I give him. Whatever I select here, even if I select left or right, you see, and even if I change the sides, no, here is working. Okay, here it is actually working. Okay. Fine. I don't know if I like it though. That is gray. Do you like it gray or not? Hello, Totan Chuang. Hi. Welcome to the channel. I don't know if I like it that is gray. I mean, I like the fact that from gray becomes colored, but... But meh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. So this is the second one, right? Image locations. Then we need this one and this one. We need main story and factions and organizations. So We need main story. Now, I'm not completely sure that we will really have it like this in the future, but at least these two, I'm 100% sure we will. No, these three, 1, 2, and 3, I'm 100% sure that we will have. Faction organization, rare and special items, I'm not sure at the moment. I'm not sure if we will or will not. I don't know. So image story, image story, image story, image story. Image story. Okay, here at the bottom they are a bit, you know, not really. Wait, fine. Okay, image story. So now this is the right one, so I can delete this and I can rename this to image story. Yeah, it's a bit of a mess to do this change because we really need to substitute all the elements and redo them. So it's it takes a bit of time, but believe me, it's a good change because now we have our own widget, and our own widget we can do whatever we want. So I think it's a better idea. Wow. This one is image 3. Yes. Okay. Anyway, even gray is not bad, considering that this will highlight, you know, when you move the mouse over. So I don't know. Maybe it's not bad. Maybe it's not bad. Maybe it's not bad, boys. Ah. Why? Why this happened? Wow. It is a large one. Okay. Okay, so now in theory we have them all substituted with the new stuff, right? With the new stuff. And the only thing I need to do, I need to be sure that I am binding, right? Binding all the new pieces. Image factions, image locations. It's funny because I don't see the menu, but I can click on it. Image faction, image locations, image store. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing what? Rare items. What is this thing called? Image items. No, image items I have. Creature. Items. Locations. Story and factions. Location, story. I'm missing story. Okay, story and factions. Okay, all these ones needs to be bound. right? All these ones needs to be bound in the same way. Right? Okay. And this goes, can I... I can. Much better. Okay. Okay, so we... no, wait. We need to connect. Okay, so now all the buttons are bound to the proper thingy. And then it's calling this. And then it's calling this. So this is basically a replacement of what we had here. Right? So it needs to do open creature page and such. Right? Open creature page, open item page. So now we have it all in one place. Open location page. I mean, it's the same for all. Open factions page. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are missing one, which is probably open story page. Okay. Now the only problem is to identify the proper numbers because this is not the sequence. I think that for whatever reason location is 0. Yeah, this is 0. So location is actually 0. I think creature is 1. Yes, creature is 1. Items is 2. And then probably is story and then faction. Let me see. Story is 4. No. Faction is 3. Story is 4. Faction is 3. Story is 4. Okay. So this will open the page. So in theory now it should work. In theory now it should work fine. Let me move some people from the stair because you are all locked there. Okay, let's try. Let's try and see. If it actually works. The only problem I have is that I need to see because I did some changes to character BP. I think I need to wait. I did some changes, but they were just some test changes, so what the hell is going on? No, I need to wait. I can do it in the other window, the other monitor. Source control diff. I'm asking for a diff because I want to understand what changed. I changed this one for cinematic. Yes, I remember. And then what is this? Value. Interact character, select interaction. Selected interaction. Yeah, but it's okay. I think that test is not a problem. That test is not a problem. Okay. So let's do this. Let's close this and let's test it 1 second. I want to see if anything works or not. In theory, should. It should work in theory. Come on, server, you can do it. It's loading maps. It's loading maps. Now it finished. Okay. I mean, it's not bad. Is it really evident that I'm selecting it? I don't know, I like it anyway. I like it as a new piece of technology that we have that we can use, right? Why there is the this thing seems not to be aligned anymore, eh? At the top. Was it like this also before, or is it because I'm not going full screen? No, it's the same. If I go full screen, I have this piece cut off. I have this piece cut off. Why? Is it because this is the close button in theory? The problem is this one is already all gray, so let's say from gray to non-gray doesn't really make any difference, but anyway. I think if we had a nice border, you know, around it, will probably look better. If every image has a bit of a border around, you know, I think is. But I think we will redo those images anyway. I don't know why. I think the compendium is probably like that. When I redid the... When I redid... let me see. Compendium. No, it's starting from 0. It is starting from 0, 100%. or is the fact that I messed up a bit the sides and now we are going over the 1920. But in theory 1920 is exactly here, so should be good. It seems that the window is moved down a bit, right? I don't have any padding. I mean, if I had a padding here like top, you know, top 20, you see, then it would go down. But I don't have any padding, so... Unless this thing is going over. Canvas panel 0. I don't think it's going over. Zero 24, 0 22, 0 33. Which by the way is not 100. Is 80 something, but nice effect, by the way. Nice effect, not what we need, but nice effect. Anyway, it is working. We just have this top, this problem at the top. That I don't understand where it's coming from, unless this compendium probably has a wrong flag to be closed. Let me see, but I don't think so. Let me see in W container if by any chance this guy. So compendium window is 35. Let me see if by any reason 35 has something wrong, right? 35 is draw border off, okay. Visible off, can be closed off, resizable off, moved off, and show command on. So it's perfectly fine. And then we have what? Default size, let me see, 35. Default size is 180, 180. Yes. 1920, 1920, yes. 00, yes. And 1920, 1080. Yeah, it's correct. It's perfectly correct. Why it is adjusting? Why it is adjusting the window to the top? Why it is adjusting the window to the top? I mean, it looks like the window that do not have a close. Because that space looks exactly like the space of the title bar, right? I mean, it's very, very small and looks like the title bar space. So I'm thinking that for whatever reason, it's trying to position it lower because it thinks there is a title bar in between. But it's not. You see, it really looks like the title bar. You see, it is the same for the chat. The chat, I cannot push it. I cannot push it at the top. Yes, yes, it's that. It's that. It's exactly that. You see this line? Yeah, yeah, it's exactly that line. Okay, so I think I know why. I think I know why. The problem is... Where is that thingy? Is inside... I think it's inside set window position. We have a set window position that is... set window location. Exactly. Ah. If the window is full screen, do not clamp. So in theory, if the window default size y is equal to 180, right? This clamp should be 0. You see this clamp to 16? So this is actually already correct. But... so yeah, in theory the 180, but you know, it's not the 180. I think that the problem is not the 180. The problem is the title. Let me set this to 0 1 second, okay? And I want to see if with that thing to 0, we move this one to 0, right? I want to see if with that thing to 0, we don't get the problem anymore. Because I think probably that's what is it. But then why is not getting the default to 080? Or maybe it's repositioning it. Maybe it's repositioning it later on. You see, I have the same problem when I move this window up, but no, it's the same. It's not there. Oh no, yeah. It's not there. I mean, it's there, but it's not there at the same time. I think there is another place, probably, where we have the same setting. So this setting I think is okay, but let me find 16. Default window limit. It's only here. It's only here, but it's not doing it properly. Setting position for windows. Setting position for window. Okay, let me check that. This printout is very good because it's telling us exactly what is going on. Let me open up the log. What the hell? Setting windows. Okay. It's not in the log, so it means that we are not even going through that. Wow. We are not going through that? What the? We are not going through this? Ah, because I was match case. Fuck. Canvas chat, canvas character. It doesn't tell us though which one is the window. 7, 8. I think it's 35, right? We said it's 35. Yeah, so position X is actually 0. Position Y... No, it's 0, 0, you see? 0, 0 for Win35. So I think that the 0, 0 works well, but then something happens. Or is in my save file, or... It's 0, 0. Anyway, it's saying 0, 0. It's saying 0, 0 for Win35. So I think something else happens after that. Let me see when there is the update widget position, okay? Because this is exactly, this is the one that is considering the mouse minus the offset, right? And in theory, position offset. Position offset by default is 0. 0, 0. Clamp the edge of the screen. Clamp the edge of the screen. Reposition V minimum. Reposition V minimum is 0. There is another print string here. Set the final Windows position. Let me do something 1 second, because here let me do a final window position and then we put this here, because I want to understand if we are setting the position after the resides or because something is going on, that window is not the place where it should be. You are very silent today, boys. What are you doing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I have to close the editor, there's no way. The editor is like destroying our ability to use the client. Maybe I have to switch DirectX 12 to 11 like we did on Real Engine 5. For example, if I want to move this up, you see, I want to see what is the log. What is the log saying? The log is saying final Windows position X, but it's saying Y 0. It's saying Y equal to 0, but obviously it's not. You see that it is not 0. I mean, I agree that this is 0, but I don't agree that this is 0. So I don't understand what the hell. And also here, you see? But it's saying Y 0. And the same here, look. I cannot move this at the top anymore. I cannot move this at the top anymore. Fuck. Why? I can show you what I do. A video with 2 AI about a virtual cake and biscuits. Nice. Sounds interesting. Sounds very interesting. I think I broke it with the changes that we did to the top of the... I mean, I'm pretty sure because I never seen this. But you see, like, this one works. But this one is because he has the X symbol, right? So everything that has the X symbol, you see, it goes to 0. Everything that doesn't, it seems that he has the... Right? Like if that is not collapsed. Yeah, I think that's the problem. So in reality, we didn't fix the problem. It's like if the top is there but invisible, right? Instead of... It's like if it's there but invisible. Now I'm trying to understand because we have the decoration widget, right? The decoration widget. We have the decoration widget. So the decoration widget is made like this, right? And he has this part. Now, if this part is hidden, if this part is hidden, this part doesn't go up. That is the problem. That is the problem. So basically my VM overlay... I see. I see. Okay. So basically for that window, we have to, when we hide the decoration, we need to move the VM overlay and set the padding to 0. That is basically what we need to do. So when we yeah. I'm pretty sure there is a place where we exactly create window. There it is. There it is. So when we collapse this guy, we also need to set the VM overlay. And we need to set the padding. I don't know if I can do it like this, but I think I need to cast it to... I need to cast it to slot something. What is it? A canvas? Is an overlay. Is an overlay slot. Can I say as overlay? Okay, I can. And then here, can I set the padding? Ah, nice, 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 nice. And we set it all to 0. and we set it all to 0. Okay. Let's see if that happens only when we hide the title bar, but is exactly what is needed, huh? Is exactly what is needed, boys. I give you a link on Whisper on Twitch. Hello, ads on Arnet. Hey, thank you for the follow. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I don't even have Discord open, by the way, because the PC restarted, if you remember. Can I ask a question, Mr. Tiger? Yes, sure. Absolutely. Ah, now we can. Now we can. Okay. Ah, now it's good. Okay, nice. Now we don't have that problem anymore. Okay, perfect. We fixed it. I think I like it. It's a bit of a pity that it's never all colored up, right? But I mean, we could do a 0.5 instead of complete desaturation, but I think it's fine. I'm studying C++ and Lua, but I did not know where should I exactly start game dev and what is the first step to be a game dev. If it's possible, please help me. This question is a good question, but it's not the right. I mean, it's not. I mean, you need to understand a bit more what you want to do, because game development is like medicine. You know, you say, "Oh, I want to be a doctor." Right? I want to be a doctor. Where do I start? I mean, there is no really. Depends on which doctor you want to be, right? Because medicine is so big, and so there are so many different things that you can do. Why this guy still has a border, by the way? There are so many things that you can do that, and in game development it's the same, right? So in game development you have, I mean, I don't even know exactly where to start, but let me try, okay? Let me try. So game development is divided in so many different things, because first of all you have like single player versus multiplayer, right? And that's already a big difference, right? So the single player world and the multiplayer world are completely different. So if you want to learn how to make single player or how to make multiplayer, they are very different. So this is the first thing that you need to kind of. Then, you know, there is the difference between you know, the server side versus the client side, and I would say versus, you know, the full backend, meaning meaning, for example, SQL, right? So let's say that even here there is, there is web development, there is databases, there is networking, there is right. And it is only for coding, right? But then there is obviously art and music and dialogues and stories and such. And then there is the type of game, because it can be a 3D game or it can be a 2D game. And it is also making a huge difference. So to start developing something, you first need to understand what you want to do with that knowledge. What do you want to do with that knowledge? Is it something that, I mean, do you want to make a 2D game, a 3D game? Do you want to make a single player or a multiplayer? I think it is your first question, right? Single player versus multiplayer, 3D versus 2D. These two questions you need to be able to answer, because it's very, 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 very different. For example, if you tell me single player 2D, maybe Unreal Engine is not the right engine, right? So you will have to learn Godot or something else, right? So it really depends on what you want to make. And then when you decided what you want to make, there will anyway be probably a server side versus client side, and I don't know if you really want to learn everything yourself, right? Maybe you want to specialize in one piece, but that depends. You are alone at home, and I cannot go to school to learn. I'm self-study. Again, choose your target first, and then after you choose your target, I can tell you more. But first you need to choose your target. Single player, multiplayer, 2D, 3D. And there is also the platform, right? Because the other big question is the platform. So is it something for PC or console, right? And there is another big question, because it changes a lot with what tools. Like, for example, if you say, oh, I want to develop for a... Sorry, I think is wrong. So you need to choose PC or console or mobile, right? So you may want to have, you may want to develop a single player 2D for mobile, right? Or you want to develop a multiplayer 3D for PC, right? So you have to choose this, and then when you have chosen that, you can better target your study, better target your learning. Better target your learning. And I would say also that another question is, I want to be a game dev. And I think another question is, if you dev alone, or with a team, where a team can be, if you dev alone, things are way more complex, right? Because you need to learn way more of all these pieces. But if you develop with a team or for a job, then it's different, because you can just specialize in one thing. Okay, so you specialize in one element and you just work on that element, right? You can say, I'm going to become, the expert of particle systems or the expert of this and that, you know? And then you can focus on one thing. But it's different if you want to say, no, I want to be a generalist, right? And I want to... Yeah, so I think that's another question, right? So if you want to be a specialist or if you want to be a generalist, right? Because, for example, for me, I'm not really an expert in anything, right? So I cannot say, oh yes, on this thing I'm really good, right? I know everything inside out of this particular topic, right? So for example, for me at the moment, for our game, we are in multiplayer 3D for PC, meaning Linux, Mac and Windows. I can say dev alone, even if it's not really true, but you know, and I'm more of a generalist. So these are like my choices, right? At the moment. Yes, these are my choices. And so if you say, oh, I have these choices, then what I need to do, and so yes, I can give you an answer, right? So give me your answers. Give me your answers. Your choices are the same. So my choices are the same of your choices. Multiplayer game. What should I do now? Hey, if your choices are the same of my choices, if your choices are the same of my choices, then I would say Unreal Engine is the right choice. Okay, so this is perfect. This is perfect for Unreal Engine. Perfect. Perfect. Do you know Unreal Engine already? Do you know Unreal Engine already or not? The first thing for you will be to learn Unreal Engine. And the way to learn Unreal Engine is... I mean, it's fairly easy to... I mean, there is a lot of material online, so... There is a lot of material online. Yeah, Only I Know is an engine for making games. Well, maybe you should move a bit further than that. If you go in unrealengine.com, right, and you go under Learn, you see this? There are learning resources. And learning resources is actually pretty good. You choose games, films, architecture, and visualization. In your case, you will choose games, because if you choose this, it's different. And then you click on Get Started with Games. And now you go in the learning library, right? And in the learning library, I think you should select courses for beginners, right? Courses for beginners. Do it now on your screen. Courses for beginners. And then, I mean, Unreal Engine 5 is the same. Don't click 5 or 4. Well, in theory, okay. Okay, click Unreal Engine 5 as well, because I think if I click 5, I get less... Yes, I get less... less choices. But anyway... You know, and then with beginners, there is, for example, your first hour in Unreal Engine 5, right? This one is pretty good. Or hour of code, Unreal Engine build your first 3D game, right? This one is also very good. Building a block-based game, this one is very good. Right? So you should start following these courses, and then maybe, you know, after courses you go tutorials. And yes, and then you start to explore a bit more, and then you come back. And then you come back and I tell you the next step. Okay, so at least we fixed that, which is nice. This thing seems to work well. We can click on creatures, go back, click here, go back. Click here, go back. Click here, go back. Perfect. Very, very nice. I think I like it. And we discovered a new technique on how to generate dynamic transitions on widgets, right? Now, what I wanted to work on really was this main story today, but I think it took me quite a lot to reach this point. But I like it. I think we did something interesting. I think we can use it with many different effects. Now, it would be nice to have a nice border around these pictures, but for now I think it's fine. We have this enter leave that I should remove, huh? Enter leave. Okay. So okay, so for the main plot, right? For the main plot, what did we say is that main story one, huh? I didn't save it, huh? I didn't save it. I didn't save it. I didn't. Okay, fine. Didn't save it. The idea was... I didn't save it, huh? The idea was to have few entries. One that basically allows you to replay the character. Do you remember what we said here? I didn't save it, boys. I did not save it. Oh my god. Why I didn't save it? Why I didn't save it? Why I didn't save it? Why? I helped you, huh? Nice. I'm happy that I helped you. Video, no, live. Video live, main plot, huh? No. Main plot was here. Main
what
plot.
to do for
Wish list. Go, 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 go. Oh my god. Ah, I found it. I found it. So we said homeworld, we said stuck between planes, and we said new land, right? Before this stream, I wanted to be a game dev, but after watching you, I know I want to be a hard worker and work, then die. I see. I don't know if it's a good thing, but it's what you want to do. Why not? So we said all more stuck between planes and new land. So we have three elements, right? So the homeward, I think we just have to create it. We need to create a new entry. But this will be a very special entry, because this will be an entry that exists. This will be an entry that exists as soon as your character is created. So similarly to when we add your race to the compendium knowledge, right? It's the same thing. So I think there is a place in the character creation somewhere where we are adding your race in the knowledge. And I think I want to do the same with the main story, because as soon as you are created, yes, exactly. So I think there should be an add compendium entry somewhere. There should be an add compendium entry somewhere. Add compendium map. Add compendium map entry. Add a new entry to this player knowledge by creature ID. Yes. I think that is the one that we are calling actually. I think it is the one that we are calling when we create the player. Exactly. You see, character creation manager, handle upload message. Exactly. So add a compendium entry for the race. Add the achievement for exactly. So here we should add the compendium entries for by the way, do we want to do it? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Well, in theory we could check no, but I think we should do it specific, right? We should do it specific. I'm thinking if I want to have this or if I don't want to have this. Because if you think about it, it's a bit useless to add an entry to the database if we are 100% sure that that will always be the case for your race, right? See you, Ads. Bye. I think we can avoid adding that. I think we can assume that in your compendium there will always be one line related to your current race. And we know the race because the race is in our PS character, right? So I think we can, I don't know if we have a race ID, but anyway, we have, I think we do, by the way. I think we should have a race, I think we have a race something. We have a race mesh name, which is replicated and probably, but the problem is that if you change, if you are morphed, if you are morphed, yep. Imagine that the spell is changing your thing, your knowledge will still be the one of your race. So right, imagine at Halloween, when we do the Halloween event, your race is overridden, and so then it means that you will not have the, right? That is a bit of a mess. That is a bit of a mess. I mean, it's a very special case, huh? It's a very special case. But if I base it, if I base my compendium entry, my main storyline on the race mesh, this one may not be always what I want, right? At the same time, creating a discovery, because the other way, the one I was thinking about, right, was to create a character discovery that is creating a character discovery that is a codex story, a codex story, so number 5. So adding a number 5 to I have to think about it 1 second, huh? I have to think about it. Stonehammer onward story, yeah, exactly, for example, right? So the Stonehammer onward story item type onward story. Exactly. Okay. I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense to do it. I think it makes sense to do it this way, just for the reason that your race may not be, your current mesh may not be representing your race. So I think but I think I don't have yet the addition of the maps, right? I mean, of the story. I have the one of the maps, I have the one of the races, but I don't have Because how do I know? This function name is very misleading because it's called send compendium entries, but actually is not just sending them to the client, it's also saving them to the database. You see, so this thing is also saving the compendium entry to the database, right? I think I need to rename this thing because I think it's super misleading. And by the way, these are only the ones for creatures. In reality, we have to do the same, so probably the name is even... I think the name is probably wrong. The name is probably wrong. Okay, but anyway. Okay, so this we just refactored it a bit because it was having a stupid name. So this is saving all the new entries that I'm passing through, and is okay. And then he's sending it to the client. This one, add a compendium entry by race, is also, yeah, it's getting them all and sending them all. Okay. Yeah, obviously this one is then calling another function, but it's okay. It's calling the save compendium entry, right? But fine. So we need a similar function. We need a similar function that is add main story, or add main story entry by race. Add compendium story by race, something like that. Add compendium story by race. Right? Add compendium story by race, where the race, yes, where we use the race ID, right? And I think this one we will have to rename it to add compendium In theory, this one is add compendium creatures by race, but fine. Add compendium story by race. So add the homeworld. I can even call it homeworld maybe. Add compendium homeworld by race. Add compendium homeworld. Homeworld by race. Add compendium homeworld by race. Yeah, yeah, it's probably more understandable. So adds the homeworld entry. Add the homeworld entry to displeasure knowledge by race ID, right? By his race. I mean, obviously, it's based on his race, right? So this will be. Right, so what this needs to do is the same as this. So it needs to first search in the cache manager all the entries that are related to. Now I don't even know if I have a main story. I don't even know if I have a main story entry. Yes, I have it. Okay, good. I have it, so it is already defined, so I don't have to redefine it. Is PS Codex story. So I need something like this, where this is PS Codex story, and this is story entries, and here we go cache manager. Get codex. I don't think I have a get codex story at the moment here. No, I don't, because but we need to create it. So this will be get codex story by race ID, right? Get codex story by race ID, and we pass in the race ID. Now the cache manager, yes, here is where we sum them up by race. The problem is that in the database, huh. I'm thinking if I need a subtable ID of some kind, because then how do I do it otherwise? I think I need a race ID or a subtable ID. I think I need a subtable ID, because like now I cannot really imagine that there are more here, right? There will be more here, so there will be an ID 2, item type 1, which means story. And then we will have, I don't know, the Morian homeworld story, right? So, apart from the icon, and here there will be the story. So how can we select the proper one, right? And also after we selected that, after we select that, then what we the problem is if I add a race ID, right? Let's assume that I add a race ID column and I set it this way so that the race ID is correct. Then that column will be only valid for the homeworld story, right? It will not be valid for anything else, because we said type 1 is homeworld, type 2 at the moment is chapter 1, chapter 2. But maybe there can be different different subsections. But anyway, I need a race ID here, otherwise I think we can call it subtype ID. I think we can call it subtype ID and subtype ID. And it cannot be null. And is an integer. Just an integer. And now yeah, default can be 0. But now this can be assigned, you know, to the proper race. And so I can say that based on my race info, which is this one, right? So for example, the Morin is 6. I can set it like that. And then when I load it, you know, I can go with subtype. So if I go get codex creature by book ID or get codex story by race ID, I can just extract it. Or yeah, but I think it's okay. I think I can store a homeworld. I can have just an array like this, which is just storing the homeworld pieces. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. And I think I can do it like this. Because it is a very specific, you know, a very specific need that I have. Which is basically only for the character creation. So I think it's fine to do it like this. I think it's fine. And then I need to have a get of this. Right? Come on. Right? And this is the one that we were trying to call from here, eh? Now this one is going to simply return our I mean is codex onward by race ID find ref actually of race ID, right? Now it should exist, but Okay. Yeah, so we can call this guy in the add. Don't know what Visual Studio is doing, but seems to be very slow. Okay. So this one will go to Cache Manager, find all the entry with the new thing that we just created, right? And now we cannot go because I changed the signature, and so it's like, what the fuck? Okay. So I'm doing it exactly in the same way, right? So that we don't... so we use exactly the same technique. So this one is going into Discovery Manager. Discovery Manager is reading the new story entry it needs to add, and then is going to go in, is going to use, now we don't have a send, we don't have a save and send for, we don't have a save and send for this. So we need, yeah, I think we need another function like this just for homeworld. Or just for story. I think we can make it generic for story. I think we can make it generic for story. Yes. Even if story, I mean, check if the entry is not already present. I mean, this will never happen. But anyway, I think it's a good idea to, I mean, we will build it. We will build it the same. We will build it the same. We don't need two pieces. We need only one piece. This will be save and send story entries. This will be codex story. This will be story entries. We don't need that. Store only. I don't know what is it, but store only. Ah, if you don't have to send. Okay, fine. So this will be stories to send. FBX codex item. Now this one I think unfortunately we don't have yet one for story. We don't. So we need to create one new structure that will carry the story pieces to the client, similarly to what we did here, because codex item, wait, maybe codex item is generic enough. Codex item, codex location. No, because it is codex creatures and plant and mineral basically. So we need to create a new one, I guess. Similar to codex location, needs to be even if I would say that here we don't have any specific. No, I'm thinking if I can make this an FPS something, or I have to all the time to recreate something I can send out. Because the way I did it now is very clean. So for every server side object, I have basically a client side or a network serializable object that can send through the ERPC, right? Which are these structures. And I mean, for item for sure is needed because I have some pointers into it. But actually, you know, I was thinking like for story, we don't really need it. So I was reasoning, can I just change this class to be a struct? So I don't have to recreate it all the time I send it to the client. What is the difference, right? Well, for example, codex story, for example, codex location. Here I have a pointer to the actual NPC. But I think codex story, I don't need a pointer to anything. I have a pointer to faction here for faction, but for codex story I don't think I need a. So I'm tempted to change this to an F something. And this will already be the right, you know, the right class. Should we do it? I'm tempted to do it. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but I'm really tempted to do this. And to say, you know, that this class now is also the one that I'm sending client side. Now I need to add the new I need to add the new int because we added a sub, how do we call it? I added a subtype ID. I added a subtype ID that depends on the item type. Example for homeworld is the race ID. Right? So it depends on the item type. Yeah, but I think we are good here. I think we are good. I think we are good. So we will have ID, item type, subtype ID, and then item name, item icon, item creative. This I don't really know at the moment if I'm gonna use it, but let's say that up to here I'm fine. So we will have our FPS codec story. I think the only thing that we want the codec story to be I think we want a constructor, eh? I think a constructor is always good. I think a constructor is always good, boys. Like we have, for example, in codex item, right? Kind of the same thing. I need to. Yeah, the only annoying part of the creating the constructor is the copy paste, the insane copy paste that you have to do. I don't know if it's easier if I type it or if it's quicker that I copy paste it. I don't know. Right. Why is complaining about item name? Ah, because it's called differently. Item type, subtype. And then I don't know if there is a quicker way to do this, but it would be nice if I could generate a constructor automatically with all the... I think it's what generated body is doing, by the way, for the internal stuff of Unreal. Yeah, for sure. I don't even know if I will use this constructor, by the way. Probably not. But it's good to have it because, you know, it's prepared, it's there, prepared to be used, and I think it's good. Okay, now... Now. So now what we need to do, we need to load, right? We need to load the codex story. So by the way, this function does not exist. This function... I think I can put it in. Now he's complaining about codex story. Why is he complaining about codex story? Why? I didn't forward declare it, so it should be in PS Codex. Dude, you should have no problem with it. Let me try to recompile 1 second because I did a lot of changes and I'm not completely sure what is missing now. There are so many pieces and redirection between one and the other that my brain sometimes cannot... I mean, I can work on it, but I need to see at a certain point where we are, you know? I will have to go very soon, unfortunately. 7:52. But we did good. Eh? I really like what we created. The mouse over effect. I mean, it was a simple effect, but I never did it, and I think is nice. And we started. Because I changed the name. I changed it to F. That's why. That's why it's not finding it, boys. Because the name is another one. That is why. So now there is only codex creatures? No, there's also codex story. Now this save compendium entry, let me see. Yes, this one I think is fine, so we can reuse it fully. So 1 for creatures. Now this will be 1 for creatures, 2 for plants. So it would be 5 for story. right? So we pass in 5. Boys, unfortunately I need to go. But it's been a good session, so we will continue tomorrow evening. Tonight I will not be streaming, but tomorrow I will be streaming. We will continue with this. And hopefully, I mean, the objective is to finish this part and have, right, homeworld. Let me just put it in this thing. To have the homeworld story in this screen, to have the Stuck Between Planes. I don't know exactly if we will call it like that. And then to have the new land. And then here for the homeworld story, have like I had here, in your own this and that, right? You did this and that, and then to have a playback. To have a playback button here, that where you can play back, right? Replay. Yes, I called it replay, right? Replay, right? So this is what we want to create, right? So to be sure that you can see your homeworld story, the Stuck Between Planes, the new land, and everything, and all the other chapters of the main story in here. Because yes, Plane Shift will have a main story. Actually, kind of already has it, but is not complete yet, and you will be able to go through the main story with your character, and potentially, I don't know if you will be able to finish the story, but yeah, probably, actually probably yes. I think you will be able to finish the story, or anyway to know everything that needs to be known about this planet, right? And about the universe around you. And then when you finish the main story, in theory you can still play as much as you want, because there are extra quests, you know, and extra things to do. But I want the game to be a bit story driven, right? Not too much, but enough to have a sense, you know, to have a sense of purpose. There is not just sub quest all the time, right? Okay, so with this, I'm going, and thank you for watching. If you want to click on subscribe on YouTube and follow on Twitch, will be nice. And also, if you want to do a bit more for our project, you can go to patreon.com/planeshift, which is here, and you can get access to the alpha of the game and other stuff that I'm posting from time to time. You will feel better about yourself of helping a nice game like ours. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.